And we're joined now by head coach Sarah Condra of the second half victorious CBU Ladybucks. Coach, 12 years of doing this. Missed my first game other than family situation or travel with your team or the men. We're down 19-11 after one, 41-20 at the half. And Dr. Smirelli, being the color analyst for the first time, we were threatening him with not ever coming back again unless you, and I know it was all you, made adjustments at halftime in that locker room, came out 20-10 the second quarter or third quarter, 20-4 the fourth quarter, Coach, 40-14, 60-55 victory. I have never seen a second half dominated like you all did tonight.
Yeah, well, I told Dr. Smirelli afterwards that during the first half I was thinking, great time for Dr. Smirelli to do the radio for us, but, no, it wasn't anything that I did. It was completely all of our players, and this game was just a tale of two halves. In the first half, we weren't very good defensively. We were not in good position, and, they were getting deep on drives and kickouts, and in the second half, we just told them at halftime, like, it's not a big adjustment. We just need to do what we know we're taught to do. And they came out with some tenacity in that second half and was in great position, and we had good ball pressure and good chin on shoulder on inside, and we just fought, and we came back just one possession at a time. And so just real proud of our kids' resiliency and just the fight that we did on the defensive end.
We mentioned it was a huge three, possibly could shift momentum right at the end where the ball dropped around, and I think it was Sarah Owen or Enix, I think, right at the end of the we were looking for anything at that point because we were down by 24.
Right.
That made it 21. It's like we get the ball to start the second half. Maybe that'll give them a little spark, something they needed. They finally got a roll. And whether that helped or not, boy, it came out second half, and Samantha Reeves took over the second half with 27 of a career-high 31 in that second half.
Yeah, the three going into halftime was huge, I think, because it just gives us a little bit of a lift, and it doesn't take all the, we wanted to get a stop and a quick score, but, we didn't get the stop, so the three just kept it a little bit closer, and Sam I knew she was having a great half, but I didn't realize it was as good as it was, and she just kind of put us on her shoulders, and, we just tried to run it through her as much as we could, and she did a great job. Like in the first half, she was getting some decent looks. She just wasn't finishing with the correct hand. And in the second half, she made a couple of jumpers, kind of got herself going, and then just kind of took over. So I was extremely proud of her. And her defense. Her defense was great tonight, too.
I tell you, it really was. And, that's probably the biggest team I've seen us play, person to person. I mean, they're bigger than our guards. They're bigger than our bigs. But they fought through. The rebounding didn't end up being that big a discrepancy. 36-31. It started off looking pretty bad, but again, the second half. But it looked to us, Dr. Smirelli and I noticed, the second half, Sam hit a couple jumpers on the baseline instead of driving it in and having it blocked or not getting a call or whatever. And then she popped out on some curls for threes, and it looked like she was just moving a lot more offensively and getting some different looks than, she's normally been able to hit those reverse layups and just dominate inside. But tonight looks like she was everywhere that second half.
Yeah, and that's the good thing about the offense is that, you can put them in different positions. And, if Maddie's having, has a mismatch, then we can roll her inside and take advantage of that. And we can always pull Sam on the outside and take advantage of her ability to drive or shoot on the outside. And tonight, I think she did a pretty decent job of mixing it up. She comes in on a trail for a three at the top of the key, and that's money for her. Yeah. So she just kind of did it from everywhere. And, when you got a big kid with that type of skill set, it's great to have.
Well, I tell you, this is a big win. I mean, Lee was tied for first. We were joking before the game, that this would be a good one to have, be another tough one. Lost a couple that we really thought thought we should have had. Maybe, this is one that'll turn around and you can come back Saturday against Shorter, go back-to-back at home, because then you go on a tough road trip, 4 in a row, I think, on the road before you get back home, and those are not going to be easy. None of them are.
No.
But it's going to be tough. But this has to just be a big momentum builder. I mean, the whole place was just buzzing by the end of that game, the second half.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's our first win against Lee since I joined the league.
That's right.
It's our biggest comeback, and hopefully that gives us some confidence. Like I told them, we've beaten some of the teams that are below us that we need to beat. Now we're coming up on a stretch where the teams that we're going to play are above us, and we got to get a couple of those if we want to move up.
Right.
And tonight is huge, and I hope it gives us a lot of confidence moving forward, knowing that if we are ever down, that we can come back
against a very good team.
Against a very good team. They're well coached. I mean, I love Marty and what they do there. I was telling him before the game, like, how fundamental his team is how I envision what our team would be.
Wants to get
and
to,
I've got a lot of respect for him and his program, and to beat a team like that is big for us.
You mentioned, I was looking for my game notes, but on this date, January 12th, historically, the Lady Bucks are 7-5 overall.
Really?
The Bucks are only 2-7.
Uh-oh.
Now we're 8-5. So it was meant to be today in history of CBU. You were probably on some of those games back in January 12th as a player.
Yeah.
He didn't go into that much research, but I did notice that. But it was it's 8-5. He's starting to throw some. He must have had a long break at Christmas or something.
Yeah.
No home games for a while.
A lot of time off.
That's right. But no, like I say, heading into the schedule, it does get tough. We've got another one here with Shorter on Saturday, and they're one of those teams right in the mix, right? With
Yep.
They're right above, right below, depending on what happened tonight. They were 4-3. We're 5-4 now. Have you heard any other results or anything?
I think Union won. It wasn't on the scoreboard, but
at Union,
one of the players told me that.
Of course, Union's been struggling too. I mean, I saw an article on the website, the GSC website, about injuries, and they're going through it. I'm like, well, we've had our share through the year.
I know how that feels.
Hate it for Union, but and you don't want to say it's about time, but we just need to stay healthy and don't worry about everybody else.
Right,
and, And I know it's relatively healthy. Good to see everybody, for the most part. I have a couple players still not able to be out there, but the men are kind of getting dinged up tonight.
Yeah.
Jeff Larkin's not going. That did not sound or look good when Jordan went down.
No, you never hate. You always hate to see a player go down, whoever they play for.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I mean,
he's okay.
just a good spin move. He was trying to make a great move to the bucket, and you heard him yell, and it didn't look good. But well, Coach, I won't hold you up much more. You are more than welcome to Ashley Schaefer's Chocolate Donuts.
I'm on it.
Share them and spread them around there, and let me know. Blueberry, New Orleans, chocolate.
I'm
what you like?
We'll chocolate all the way.
We'll add you to the list. You'll have your own little bag now, and I tell you, keep having comebacks like that. We'll get the whole team's order instead of just the ones that know to order with me. I might have to talk to Eric about the budget on this.
Yeah,
thing,
I might have to start reimbursing you.
The bigger
for some
it
of
gets,
this.
but no, just a great win, great second half. I've never seen anything like it. I've seen football, tale of two halves. I've never seen a basketball game with a tale of two halves as great as this was here at Canale Arena tonight.
Yeah, I'm really proud of the girls. Just, like I said, the resiliency and the resolve that they had just to fight one possession at a time and to get it back on the defensive end. If we would have come up short, I would have been extremely proud of that second half effort. We got to play 40 minutes instead of 20.
Absolutely. Well, I said early in the game to Dr. Morelli, this was his first game with me, I'm like, I've seen us be a second half ball team. I don't like it. I'd rather be wire to wire for a change, but and I was really wondering when we're down by 21 against Lee, could it happen?
Right.
And wow, you made believers out of everybody in here. That was just amazing.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate it. Proud of the girls.
All right. Well, thank you very much. That was victorious Coach Sarah Condra.